Good morning everyone. Welcome to the video. So in this video we will be discussing how we will be extracting silk from the silkworm, silk fiber from the silkworm. The different steps involved in extracting the silk from silkworm. So silk yarn is made from the thread-like filaments that the silkworm spins around itself to form its cocoon. So here silk is extracted from the silkworm, which is the thread that it spins around its body in the stage of pupa. Silk and the other characteristics of silk is natural lustrous appearance. It is very shiny in nature and so it has got greater importance. And silk is a good insulator, keeping a person warm in winter and cool in summer. So here, as we all know that we are getting the silk from the silkworm, that means we have to look after the silkworms. So what is this taking care of silkworms called as? It is sericulture. So what is sericulture? Sericulture is breeding and management of silkworms for production of silk. So in order to produce silk from the silkworms, we have to take care of the silkworms, breed them and manage the silkworms, and this branch is called as sericulture. So before going to know the steps of extracting the silkworms, first we have to know the life cycle of silkworm. So silkworm has 4 stages, that is egg, larva, pupa and silk moth. So the pupa stage can also be taken as cocoon. So the female silk moth here, it lays the eggs. So here you can see this female silk moth, it is laying eggs, and this is the larval stage of silkworm, and this is the cocoon or pupa stage, and this is the adult silk moth. We can call silk moth or silk worm. We'll see the different characteristics of the silkworm at different stages. So female silkworm, it lays hundreds of eggs at a time. These eggs are warmed to a temperature suitable for hatching. This is known as incubation. So what is happening in the process of incubation? The eggs are kept under warmth so that the eggs will hatch and the larva comes out. What is this called as? Incubation. The process of giving the warmthness to the eggs for the process of hatching, that is called as incubation. What happens after the incubation process? Larva comes out. So after hatching, the silkworms are fed on freshly chopped mulberry leaves. For 6 weeks, these worms eat almost continuously and they increase in size. So what is happening in the larva stage? Larva stage, especially the silkworms, they only consume their time in eating the mulberry leaves such that they increase in the size. The next stage is pupa stage. In this pupa stage, the pupa will release the proteins which are named as sericin and fibroin, which are sticky in nature, which helps in spinning the thread around its body, and that stage we are calling it as a cocoon. So this is called as a cocoon. For this process, it takes 8 days. After the pupa stage, the larva inside the cocoon will grow into a silk moth, or we also call a silkworm. This silk moth will cut the cocoon and will come out and fly out, cutting the cocoon. Next we'll see the steps involved in making the silk fabric. That means from silkworm to silk fabric or silk cloth. So what is the first step taken? The first step is all the cocoons are gathered and then they are taken for the process of stiffling. So what do you mean by stiffling here? Stiffling is all the cocoons are boiled. why the stippling process has to be done, why the cocoons has to be boiled. Because if cocoons are not boiled, the silk moth will cut the cocoon and comes out. So what do you mean? What is that cocoon? It is nothing but the silk thread. So the silk moth will cut the silk thread and comes out. So because of this silk moth, what happens? The thread will cut into pieces. If that happens, it will be a great loss to the farmers. That is the reason in the pupa stage, all the cocoons are taken for the process of stiffling, such that the silk moth inside the cocoon will be killed, so that the thread is safe and you get the long thread. After stiffling, the next process which is taken is reeling. It is reeling. What do you mean by reeling here? What is done in the process of reeling? Here in reeling, the silk thread is separated from the cocoons. So here you can see there is a picture where you can see all the cocoons, how the thread is separated. So this thread is connected to a needle. Slowly, one by one, silk fiber, the silk fiber is separated from the cocoons. So this process of separating the silk thread from the cocoons, it is called as a reeling. So after stiffling, what is the next process? Reeling. And after reeling, the next process is spinning. What do you mean by spinning here? Joining and twisting of silk fiber or silk filaments to make into yarn or silk thread. So combining of 2 or 3 silk fiber or filaments to form the yarn or thread is called as spinning. So you can see the process of spinning in these pictures. So here you can see how the silk fibers, these are all silk fibers, how they are combined to make the silk yarn. And also here there is another picture where through machine you can see the spinning process is done. So after reeling, the next process is spinning. After spinning, after the thread is ready, then the next process is weaving. Here, after silk yarn is ready, the thread is supplied so that the yarn is used in making the silk fabric, which we also call as silk cloth. So this weaving is done using the power loom or hand loom. So here in the pictures you can see the power loom and hand loom. So this is power loom. That means this machine will run with the power, and this is hand loom, where this is controlled by the human being. So this is hand loom and this is the power loom. So after spinning, that means through the help of spinning, the silk thread is ready. After the thread is ready, next the thread is used in making the fabric. Now we'll just see the flow chart so that it is easy to understand. So first it is silk moth or silkworm, which will lay the eggs. So this is silk moth which is laying the eggs. From these eggs, larva comes out. After the larva stage, it is cocoon. From the cocoon, the stiffling process is done so that the thread is safe and long. Then reeling. From the cocoon, the silk fiber is extracted. From the silk fiber, then it is spinning. That means yarn is made from the silk fiber. After the yarn is ready, then it is weaving. That means from the silk yarn, silk fabric is made. So these are the different steps involved in extracting the silk from silkworm and then making the silk fabric from the silk fiber. Thank you.